Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Rivera, and I wanted to come on here and record a read aloud for all of you guys because as you know, since we've been at home this past week, pretty much working on schoolwork and doing fun activities at home with your family, one of the things that I love to do is read. And I hope that you are doing the same thing at home as well because it's really important that we are reading even though we're at home 24/7. So I wanted to share with you one of my new favorite books. It is called The Boy Who Cried Ninja. And this is written by Alex Latimer. And when I first picked up this book, I said, this book sounds very familiar. It reminds me of a story called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And when I finished reading this story, it was very similar in a lot of ways, but I thought, oh my goodness, my students and everybody else at John Wash needs to hear this story. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our reading. The Boy Who Cried Ninja. Once there was a boy named Tim who no one believed. When his mom asked him what happened to the last slice of cake, he told her the truth. It was a ninja, cried Tim. First, the ninja crept into the house. Then he kicked it into the air and ate it in one bite. I wonder how Mom felt when Tim gave that kind of response. When his dad asked him where the hammer was, he told him the truth. An astronaut landed in the yard and needed it to fix his spaceship. He's got your hammer. Really, Tim? An astronaut landing in the yard? Uh-oh, what do you guys think? Do you think that's a good excuse? And when Grandpa asked him if he'd done his homework, Tim told him the truth. What do you guys think? So far, he's told the truth with Mom and Dad, right? Or were they excuses? What kind of excuse do you think he's gonna tell his grandpa about his homework? A giant squid ate my whole book bag while I was off buying an ice cream. Giant squid? Why would there be a giant squid where you're going to go buy ice cream? Tim's parents were very upset with him for telling lies. So they told him to go and rake up leaves in the yard and think about what he'd done. But the more he thought about it, the more he thought that maybe he really should lie. Then no one would be mad at him. So the next time a pirate jumped out of the cupboard, and drank all the tea straight from the pot, he owned up. And the next time a sunburned crocodile landed on the roof, squawk, and accidentally broke the TV antenna, he confessed. And the next time a time-traveling monkey appeared on the top of the TV and started throwing pencils at Grandpa while he was sleeping, ow! Tim said it was all his fault. But none of that helped. Tim's parents told him to go and water the vegetable garden and think about all of the bad things he'd done. If he told the truth, he was in trouble. And if he lied, he was in trouble. What could he do? Then he had an idea. He found some paper and some stamps and he wrote 6 letters. Dear you, there is a party at my house tomorrow. There will be plenty of cake, hammers, my new book bag, buckets of tea, TV antennas, and pencils. Please come. Me. Looks like he wrote a letter. I wonder who you in the letter is. I wonder who he's talking to. The next day was a Saturday. Dad was fixing the house. Grandpa was reading the newspaper and Mom was vacuuming. Vroom. Then the doorbell rang. Bing bong. Who could it be? Asked Grandpa. I'll get it, said Tim. There at the door stood a line of strange creatures. First a ninja, then an astronaut, a giant squid, a pirate, a crocodile recently recovered from sunburn, and a time-traveling monkey. What? Could this be true? They were all at the front door. Tim's parents could see that he'd been trying to tell the truth from the beginning. They said sorry and promised to buy him 100 ice creams. As for the rest of them, Tim's parents were very upset. "Go and rake all the leaves in the yard and think about what you've done," said his dad. When they had cleaned the whole yard, there really was a party. And no one ate all the cake. No one took anything without asking. No one swallowed a book bag. No one drank all the tea. No one broke the antenna, and no one threw pencils. It was the best party Tim had ever had. The end. What do you guys think? That was a really interesting book, wasn't it? At the beginning, Tim's parents weren't believing him. They thought he was lying because he was coming up with all of these excuses for why things were happening at the house. But what really happened? All of those things that he said at the beginning, all of those crazy excuses, it was actually true. But I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did. It gave me the giggles because I thought it was really funny. And I hope you get the chance to read it at home one day. So I hope you guys are staying safe and you guys are taking good care of yourselves and practicing good hygiene. And I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.